It's still good morning here in Arizona. It's Heather slash Hetty, and as I say, you can always, my main site is Twitter, and the one for epilepsy is at Epilepsy Cures, and that's where I would love to connect with you when you're reaching out for if it's you who has epilepsy or family members or friends. My personal account that I've had for so long is at Alive in Me, and you can also very well connect with me there. I'm there a lot. Um, I respond to both and would just love to connect with you. But on my Epilepsy Cure site, up in the right-hand corner, you're going to see a causes site that will take you to actually, I might even change what that is at, but right now it's going to take you to my causes site for epilepsy that's located at, it's a section that's located in Facebook. You don't have to be a part of Facebook in order to go there and become a member and share your story and ask questions and all that. But it is there, and you can go check it out. Just click on it and check it out. And otherwise, I do have this other one that's pretty phenomenal that's getting more and more started. And that's a Ning account, and so that's www.epilepsycures.ning.com, and you can locate me there, and of course I'm Hetty there. And I've got quite a few people who have signed there, and it's just amazing to share the stories and such and hear the stories and to be there for people and just communicate and hear what people have gone through, what they're going through, and give advice, and if anyone has any, also hear it. So it's pretty amazing. But so just and what you do is you actually start your own page, and you can put your own pictures, your own music, and then for epilepsy or whatever else you're going through medically as well, you can put up your own blogs, videos, and whatnot, so that we can all see it. And so it's really just it's awesome. I find it to be. Um, and so I would love to see it, love to hear it, and also communicate with you. There's also a chat site in the very beginning of it, so that it's like instant messaging, so I could instant message with you all. But anyway, and so that was just my other insight. Um, right now, it sounds so funny for you women. It's about, I would say, 12 days prior that wonderful time of the month for me. And that's when my seizures just heighten so much. So it's just extra medication for me. And so I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. And it's always been a pain. So if anyone, especially female out there, have any time of the month that seems like, is it, for some weird reason, why is it worse right now? You might want to start logging that, and that's one reason why is never ever is there a month that it doesn't ever change. It's always exactly the same with me. And it's not like I don't have seizures otherwise, it's just that it gets way worse at that time of the month. It's just prior that time of the month when mine hit way worse. So, a little extra medication for me for that. And as I've said, it's so it's unfun when you sit here and you have to open 7 different bottles morning and night. So I've never been fearful of brain surgery, which is very strange and a blessing from God. But I've never been so excited for a third one either, because at least after that, I'll probably just be opening one, so other than my restless leg syndrome. So, and as I've said, I have many different illnesses, and, you know, so be it. I'm missing basically missing. It needs to, they are debating on actually even with taking it out, which would be a blessing because it barely works, is my right kidney. It's way smaller and atrophic. It's all scarred up, and it has been probably, they say, since I was a little kid. And they really don't know the reasons why, if it could have been from being on phenobarb or if it was just born that way. But anyway, so it's just kind of tough with certain meds that you take, but you gotta just be strong and get through it. But that's just another one that's just not so blissful on certain days when you take as many medications as I have to take. But even more so is that, I can't, it's really tough when your daughter has epilepsy. Thank God not the type that I have. Hers are, absence seizures. Not that those are fun. It's just that, they definitely don't attack, her as hard. Her brain stays intact. And her medication's very limited. It's not a high dose. So, so I can sit back and still pray and have more hope that she does grow out of it. They always said that I would, but I'm 32, so third brain surgery, I don't think I'm growing out of it. As where when I was her age, they always said that to me, and I was never controlled even as a child, and they just got worse. So, and that's, like I said before, it's been a blessing because, so many great things came oddly out of, having to deal with it. And, so you have to look at the bright side of some of the bad things that do happen in life. Um, but beside the point, the hard parts, are still there, and we have to muddle through them, and that's where support's the biggest thing. And we have to reach out to each other and not hide away and not be quiet and know that, what we have is not any different than other illnesses out there that other people have. And we are very much the same as every other human being and worth everything, that everyone else is. We're all equal in God's eyes. And, so anyone is scared of getting married, don't be. Let them know what's going on, but, don't be. Because I'm living a life that, I love. And I'm so blessed to have the husband and the daughter that I have. You just, no matter what, have to be very careful. Um, but as for, what it can do with certain people with epilepsy, I do reach out because, I was never afflicted with anything with my schooling necessarily. I may not have been as bright as I could have been had I not had epilepsy. But my daughter definitely has been, but she has more on her plate than I ever did. I just had epilepsy where she has a lot of anxiety that comes from my mom and my brother and that side. I have zero anxiety, which is very strange. And then she has some ADD, maybe becoming some ADHD, and that comes from her biological dad. So she's got like a little bit of everything wrapped into one. And that's definitely a lot on her plate, along with epilepsy and the medications. So, and as I've said before, if you aren't seeing the right doctor, you need to keep going back and finding the right one. With certain medications, you will get atrocious headaches, and you need to make sure that you go to an actual um, neurologist for migraines, and they're the ones who can help you. And I've got a list of medications that I can tell you that are amazing that have helped me. And this time of the year is bad for everyone for them. So just come my way, and I can give you a list of all different types of illnesses that I'm going through, but also just how to handle it and what type of doctors or different types of things that you can do. But I just want to drop you a line, say hello, come visit me at Epilepsy Cures on Twitter, and sending you my blessings from Jesus. God bless.